In today's class, we will learn arc welding power sources. The primary function of the power source is to produce sufficient heat to melt the joint and to generate a stable arc and metal transfer. For creating best welds, selection of proper power sources, alternating current or direct current is important. Power sources may be further classified as AC machines and DC machines. AC machines includes transformers. DC arc welding machines includes welding generators. Rectifiers come in both AC and DC welding machines. We will learn about AC welding and transformers. AC welding transformer is a type of AC welding machine that converts AC main supply into AC welding supply. Transformers. The features of AC welding transformer is wherein the AC main supply has high voltage, low ampere, but for AC welding supply we need high ampere and low voltage. This work is done by transformers. We use a step-down transformer for welding purpose. Transformers reduce main supply voltage, that is from 220 to 440 volts, to welding supply voltage, that is 400 to 100 volts. Parts and function of AC welding machine. AC welding machine consists of an iron core. The purpose of the iron core is to channel the magnetic flux generated by the current flowing around the primary coil so that it links the secondary coil as much as possible. A current regulator is attached to the secondary output supply to adjust the amperes for welding suitable to the various sizes of electrodes. Two welding cables are attached with the output terminals. One is for the electrode and the other is for earth or job. The transformer may be air cooled or oil cooled. Advantages of AC welding machine. First, AC welding machine is cheaper, small in size, light in weight, and simple to operate. Thus, it has low operating cost. 2. Maintenance of AC welding machine is easier and more economical because there is no moving parts in it. Third, heat generated is equal at both the poles, so it does not require changing of polarity. Fourth, the problem of arc flow can be easily controlled. Fifth, voltage drop in AC is less, hence can be used at large distances from the power supply. Sixth, less electric energy consumption per kilogram of metal deposited. Seventh, AC welding machine has high efficiency. Disadvantages. AC welding machine is not suitable for welding all metals, particularly non-ferrous metals and alloys. 2. Bare electrode cannot be used. Only specifically designed coated electrodes can be used. Third, AC welding machine is not suitable for welding of sheet metals due to difficulty in starting the arc. Fourth, it can be used when AC power supply is available. Fifth, AC welding machine has a disadvantage of using low power factor at the welding station. Now we will understand MG, rectifier, and inverter. In direct current, the flow of the current is constant and thus more stable arcs can be made. DC machines can be classified as motor generator set, engine generator set, rectifier set. Usage of DC welding generator. First, welding transformers are cheap form of electric power supply and gives a maximum of 40 to 100 volts where both input and output is AC. 2. A transformer based machine is good only for mild steel. Rectifiers. Rectifier is a device that changes from current AC to DC for DC arc. It is suitable for stainless steel, copper, cast iron, carbon steel, and alloy steel. Although much welding is accomplished with AC power welding, the majority of industrial welding is performed with DC. Rectifiers can be applied in nuclear power plants, chemical process plants, defense, steel plant, thermal power plants. Usage and application of inverter power sources. Traditional power sources are heavy in weight and occupy more space. The principle of inverters in welding is to convert DC to AC. Inverters can weld almost anything. They are very light and compact, consume less power, have an excellent arc stability. Advantages of DC welding. DC welding machine is suitable for welding all types of metals by changing the polarity. 2. Both coated and bare electrode can be used in DC welding machine. Third, it can be used anywhere with engine driven DC generator or by rectified AC supply. Fourth, the motor in DC welding has an advantage of high power factor. Fifth, it is used for all sorts of work as starting of the arc is easier comparatively. Disadvantages. DC welding machine is 2 to 3 times costlier, larger in size, heavier in weight, and is more complicated. Maintenance cost is higher because of many moving parts in it. It has higher operating cost. 2. Arc blow is severe and difficult to control. Third, efficiency of DC welding machine is low. Fourth, heat generated is different at work and the electrode by changing the polarity. Fifth, higher electric energy consumption per kilogram of metal deposited. Sixth, voltage drop is relatively higher. It can be used only at a short distance from power supply. Thank you. We have reached the end of week 6.